Thursday, October 30th, and we have a fantastic matchup for Thursday Night Football where the Baltimore Ravens are taking on the Miami Dolphins. And in this video, you are going to get the 4 best player props for that game, but we're not done there. We have the Sportsbook play of the day as well. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all of that in this video. So make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to make some money.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Before we get rocking and rolling and going over all of these free plays that I have cooked up for you guys for Thursday Night Football, there's a little something I need from you. It's absolutely free, super simple, super easy. Go ahead, smash that like button, 300 likes on this video, and I'll select 3 of you that comment below for a week pass each. And on top of that, I'll drop a bonus free play. So make sure you're smashing that like button. It also helps get this video out in the algorithm, getting more eyes on and more people cashing with us. And if you're new here and if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. I drop these every single day, never missing a beat. We swept the video on Monday. We swept the video on Tuesday. Wednesday, we did miss the player prop play by 1 player prop. The Sportsbook play is still in action. Hopefully we cash that one. So we make tons of money on this channel. Do not forget this channel. Make sure that you are subscribed. And the single most important thing that you can do for you and your wallet, go down in the description. Visit my buddy Stan. He will send you over to the free plan over on Winible, free Discord, great community, the best sports betting community on the internet. Members drop free plays. Those are cashing sometimes. There's a great Discord where you can chat with us. We're building a community, helping each other win, helping each other in life, quite literally. And it's really great. I absolutely love the community that we're building. We've got each other backs in big ways, charities, stuff like that. It's mentally positive, great vibes over there. So get over there, join the free Discord, the free plan and Winnable. And on top of that, Stan, he's got the hookup where you can get free money. Literally get free money. Why? Because when you sign up with code FFAPE on Sleeper, you get a free $20. You sign up with code FFAPE on Dabble, you get a free $25. And when you sign up with code FFAPE on Betr, you get a free $10 without even depositing any money. And on top of that, Betr will match your deposit up to $200 when you use code FFAPE. And my 2 favorite promos right now on the market. Play $5, get $50 over on Prizepicks with code FFAPE, and on Onyx. When you sign up with code FFAPE, you get $15 without depositing, no card information at all. But when you deposit $10, they give you $100. All of those apps are down in the description. My buddy Stan's got them all. He'll send you right over. You can sign up. You can deposit. You don't have to deposit. But when you do deposit, you also get a free month per sign up. So you don't even have to pay for premium. You can get all these winning plays just for signing up on the apps and locking in the premium plays right on there. Like I said, Prizepicks and Onyx, probably my favorite 2 right now on the market. And on top of all of that, we have been cashing. Monday Night Football, we not only swept the video, but we crushed in premium. Absolutely amazing night, cashing play after play. We already recapped all of these. I'm not going to go over it again, but we destroyed the books, perfectly calling the game on Monday between the Chiefs and the Commanders. It was too easy. This was the free play that we had in Monday Night Football in Monday's video. Jimmy Butler did score 20 points in that game, so that one greened out. And we're going to do it again on Thursday night. And if you want in to premium for basically nothing, because you'll be able to pay this off within your first day in there, I haven't changed the price yet. I went to do it. I don't know if I didn't hit save or if my internet failed me or something crazy happened, because the month pass is normally $397. And right now it's only $97. No promo code required. And we still have one of the most exclusive slots left in the lifetime pass, the cheapest way into premium. When you sign up with code LIMITED, it's 80% off, and you can finance it and making it like $30 a month. It is literally the cheapest way. I drop those slots few and far between because I like to keep it an exclusive group. We do great things as well. In the future, we'll be doing football squares for Thanksgiving, football squares for Christmas Day. We're going to have Super Bowl football squares, fantasy football leagues, March Madness brackets, all of that just for the lifetime members. There's only one slot left, and I won't be opening that anytime soon. So get over there. Maybe you'll be the lucky one that is able to get in that lifetime pass. 80% off with code LIMITED, LIMITED. And if you want 80% off the football full season pass, you just want to ride into the end of Super Bowl because you don't lock in for many other sports after that, there's a spot for you over in the football full season pass. We have 7 slots remaining, code LIMITED, and you get 80% off there as well. Now let's get into these free plays. I absolutely love these plays that I cooked up. I think I know exactly what's going to happen in this game on Thursday night. So let's talk. First, we're starting off with the Miami Dolphins side of the ball here with Devon Achane. I think he's going to have a monster game. He is the focal point of that offense, especially since Tyreek Hill. But even before Tyreek Hill went down earlier in the season, 89.5 is a complete steal, available over on Prizepicks. We're taking 89.5 rushing and receiving yards combined because why? He's normally been cruising over this line by rushing yards alone, getting a bulk of his yards through the ground. Now, I do think he's going to be able to do that again against Baltimore, but I like him in this game for receiving yards as well. The Ravens give up a ton of yards out of the backfield. They rank 28th in receiving yards allowed and 23rd against rushing yards allowed. The Baltimore Ravens, their season is at a turning point for this Thursday night. It's a win. They pretty much have to win out the rest of the season, but Thursday night's a big one for them, going up against a struggling Dolphins team who has turned it on quite recently, winning against the Falcons 34-10. They got destroyed against the Browns 31-6. And then they lost just narrowly to the Chargers 29-27. But they've been doing pretty good. I know this game they got destroyed against the Browns, but they finally won against Atlanta. They held Bijan to just a few yards, and Achane went off in all 3 of those games. Tua's playing a little bit better. He's been a little bit better. He's still not great, but he's doing just enough. And Devon Achane, he's carrying the whole team. So this is quite easily the best play on the night, in my opinion, especially on the Miami Dolphins side of the ball. 89.5 rushing and receiving. Don't be surprised if he goes well over 100 in this game, especially against that Ravens defense who gets absolutely torched. As you can see here, DeAndre Swift got 71, and then nobody else really did too much, but they haven't played that many good running backs. Now, the Chiefs, you could argue that Pacheco and Hunt combined, they got well over 90, which is, you can combine those two, and that's going to be probably about what Achane gets because Achane is like a lone true RB1 workhorse where the Chiefs kind of have a duo there. The Houston Texans can't really run the ball. The Rams did very well. Even Kyron Williams, he didn't hit his line of 88.5, but he did get 87, and then Blake Corum had 23. I think Devon Achane is going to destroy the Ravens defense. I do think that they're going to keep it closer than a lot of people think that they're going to be able to do just because of how bad they have been playing lately. But they seem to be turning it up just a little bit, just enough. But the one big thing here is that Lamar Jackson's back. But regardless, that defense of Baltimore is atrocious. They're horrible. And Devon Achane is going to have another field day on Thursday. We're taking him all day long, over 89.5 rushing and receiving yards. Next, we're staying right there with the Miami Dolphins. I love this line, especially if you're on a sportsbook and you want to lock this one in as a straight bet at plus 100 odds. It's perfect. Over 3.5 receptions for Malik Washington. There's tons of injuries. The Dolphins are banged up. We already know that. Malik Washington has been getting a ton of extra work, and he's cruised over 3.5 in his last 4 games, getting 4, 4, 5, and 4. And now we already know the Ravens defense sucks. They rank 28th in the league, 28th out of 32 teams in receptions allowed. That's how bad they are. That is why they're not in the conversation right now. I know Lamar's back, so they probably will come back into the conversation, but that defense is a real problem as far as them winning games. And the Dolphins are going to exploit them. They do have a pretty good offense, even though they haven't really been playing too well lately. And as you can see here, Malik Washington over his receptions, tons of greened out guys here, even secondary receivers. I mean, Nico Collins didn't do it, but Xavier Hutchinson did beat his line. Nico Collins did get 4, which is still over this 3.5. Christian Kirk. So even the wide receiver 2s and 3s are going over 3.5. Devontae Adams, who is a very, very good wide receiver 2, but it's a wide receiver 2 nonetheless, got 4 receptions. DJ Moore, 4. Roma Dunze, 7. Olamide Zacharias, 7. A lot of guys are destroying the secondary. And Malik Washington, do I think he's going to destroy the secondary? Probably not. But I do think he's going to get 4 to 5 receptions in this game. I love this line. He's been cruising over this line. We love him to have another good game on Thursday against his secondary. And we just really are expecting the Ravens to get exploited on defense. So we're taking Malik Washington here over 3.5. You can bump that down if you want to, but I honestly love the line 3.5, especially straight, but we're going to add that in. We're going to keep it right on our 4-man and maybe lock it in straight as well. Malik Washington over 3.5 receptions. Next, we're going to Mark Andrews. I am the tight end whisperer. We had a fantastic tight end day. We did miss our 4-man touchdown tight end parlay by 1 line, because Jake Ferguson just couldn't get in, but we still cashed out on 18X because I told everybody to lock it in twice and the payout would be nice. And it was, because we hit all 3 of the 1 o'clock games getting an 18X payout. And then we had another play that we kept alive and Jake Ferguson just didn't close us out for that. I think it was like a 42X cash out, but still a great night on Sunday. And we love tight ends. We love Mark Andrews here in this spot, over 19.5 receiving yards against a secondary that has been playing decently as far as that all goes. I mean, they're ranked 11th in the league, but they have still gotten torched. I really don't know how they're ranked 11th. I feel like that's got to be a mistake, but they do rank 26. They are very, very bad against tight ends. They give up a ton of yards to tight ends. Mark Andrews, I think, is going to have a phenomenal game. Lamar Jackson's back. He's one of Lamar's favorite targets. So we're going to take Mark Andrews here over 19.5 receiving yards. And as you can see, tight ends, they've been having a field day. 59 yards to Kyle Pitts. Fannin had 36, 68 yards to Gadsden, who is a phenom right now, rookie phenom playing amazingly. Mason Taylor, 65 yards, and he's got Justin Fields throwing it to him. So I think Lamar is going to lean on Mark Andrews. You got to remember, you're not going to see a Lamar Jackson rushing prop in this. He might go over, but he did pull a hammy, or at least injure his hammy. He's coming back. This is game 1. I don't know if he's going to have to really use his legs either. I do think Miami keeps it decently close, but I don't think that the Ravens are going to feel too threatened in this game. So I don't really see Lamar having to rip a ton of yards on the ground in this one. He very well could, but either way, even if he did get like 80 rushing yards, I still think Mark Andrews is going to be leaned on. We love him in this matchup for over 19.5 receiving yards. And last but not least, Zay Flowers. Nobody's really talking about this guy this week, and I do not understand why. I get that the Miami defense does pretty well against wide receivers, but we're taking Zay Flowers here over 59.5. He's done this in 3 of his last 4 games. Lamar Jackson's back, and on top of that, this is a homecoming game for Zay. And if you don't think that he's going to show out in front of all of his friends and family that will be in attendance at this game, I think you're out of your mind. I don't know if a lot of people are really tracking that this is a homecoming game. He went to the high school down there in South Florida. This is his first time back, I think, in his whole career, if I read correctly, where he's going to be playing in South Florida. I think he's going to have a baller game in this matchup. I think Lamar's going to know that it's his homecoming. I think Zay's going to be extra amped up because it's his homecoming. Friends and family, like I said, are going to be at this game. I think Zay Flowers could get close to 100 yards in this matchup. I don't care how good the Dolphins defense is ranked as far as that 11th in the league. Like I said, he's done this in 3 of his last 4 games, 74, 72, 63, had that one-off game against a very good LA Rams defense. And if you scroll down, this is what I'm talking about. They haven't played anybody. Ladd McConkey ripped him for 100 yards. That was the only real good receiver that they played against. They haven't really played against a talent like Zay Flowers. Ladd McConkey's probably the closest one. The rest of them, Jerry Jeudy has been with a bad quarterback. Can you even really name the rest of them besides Keenan Allen? I mean, the rest of them are not good wide receivers. They're decent, but they're not good. And Zay Flowers is a real wide receiver 1. So we're going all in on Zay Flowers. I love him for 59.5. Like I said, I think he gets close to 100. If you wanted to ladder this up to 100, I wouldn't be against it at all. So I love Zay Flowers in this matchup, in a homecoming matchup in front of his friends and family back in South Florida to have a monster game. And we're locking this one in on Prizepicks. I already told you, code FFA, play $5, get $50 instantly. So you could quite literally throw this bet in and not even spend any of your own money on this one. And on top of that, I forgot to mention it earlier, but we're going to do a touchdown play of the day. These are my two favorite players to score a touchdown. And here they are. I'm not going to show it to you on Outlier. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about it. Devon Achane, he is going to have a game. He is the focal point of this offense. He's scored a touchdown in 7 of his last 10 games. The only team that kept him out recently was the Cleveland Browns, and they have a very, very, very good defense. Myles Garrett was not going to let him in. But I think that Devon Achane could get one through the air, on the ground. Tons of options here. And the Baltimore Ravens ranked 29th in the league in touchdowns against and 30th in the league in touchdowns against to the running back position. And then we have Mark Andrews. He hasn't scored in 4 weeks. A month he hasn't scored. Lamar Jackson is back. The last time Lamar Jackson played in Detroit, his last full game, Mark Andrews had 2 touchdowns. He didn't get in on tight end day. We love him in this spot. The Miami Dolphins, as good as their defense seems on paper, is absolutely garbage. They rank 23rd in the league in touchdowns against. They're a little bit better against that tight end position, but I still think that Lamar's going to find Mark Andrews in the end zone. We absolutely love that play. So it's not Zay Flowers. My apologies. I have Zay on the board. It's Mark Andrews. So it's going to be a plus 361. I don't mind Zay Flowers to score a touchdown either, or Derrick Henry, but these are probably my favorite 2 on the night. We got Devon Achane, Mark Andrews, plus 361. Lock that one in. And now we have the Sportsbook play of the – here it is. Here, Sportsbook play of the day. Now, this game, a little bit tricky, right? So normally you want to fade the public, and the public is all over the Ravens. 88% of the money and 84% of the bets are on the Ravens money line. 65% of the bets and 71% of the money are on the Ravens spread, so minus 7.5. So that one could be a little bit of a tricky spot where you could take the Dolphins maybe plus 10 or plus 14.5. But this is the spot where I think the public's right. It happens. It does happen. Sometimes we try to get too fancy with our sportsbook plays to try to fade the public, and it doesn't work out in our favor. The other thing is the under is actually favorited in this game. Under is 63% of the bets and 61% of the money, where the over is less than that. So the under-over, the normal one is 50.5. Now, that is a little bit steep. I do think there's 2 very bad defenses, and it all depends on what kind of Miami Dolphins team you're going to get on Thursday night. But Lamar's back. I think he's going to have a nice game. I think the Dolphins are going to still put up some points, score some touchdowns. So we're taking over 41.5, bumping that one down, and we're just going to go ahead and take money line. I don't want to overthink this one. The Dolphins aren't good. They got everybody a little bit iffy because they just beat a good Falcons team, but I think that was a fluke. I think that was a little bit of a spot where they could go in and shock some people. I just don't see them beating the Ravens. The Ravens need this game. They need a lot of their games to even be in consideration to make a playoffs and make a run. And then we're taking Lamar Jackson here, 200 yards. His normal line set at like 240, I believe, in this matchup. We love him through the air. So we're going to mash all 3 of those together for a nice plus 102 payout. So doubling up our money. That's what we have on the sports books. That's what we have in the player prop department. Lock this sportsbook play on Onyx, because you sign up with code FFAPE, you get $15 without depositing. And then when you deposit 10, you get $100. So you could lock this play in without spending any of your own money, which is crucial. Crucial. Leaving free money on the table is not smart, I guess, is the polite way to put it. I'm on YouTube. I don't want to get a strike again. So it's not smart to leave all this free money on the table. So take advantage, lock this play in, double it up on Thursday Night Football. That's all we have for you in this video. Thank you guys so much for the support, so much for your time. I'll be back again for Friday. We never miss a day. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next free play video.